How did I like even get here? That's the thing.
Yeah, he's a good fighter, but I think the main thing I saw that was his work ethic.
Biggest lesson I learned with training from Salt is that don't get caught with counter punches. Don't get caught with a straight.
When I'm in the gym, I see him as a brother. I like a family here.
The very first fight, there was nobody in the crowd. People like the way I fought, and somehow I made it this far. Hi, my name is Nathaniel Bustamante, aka Papi. I have 5 million followers on TikTok and I'm fighting on Misfit Boxing. Yeah, I live in the Philippines. I was born in Candelaria, Quezon, in Taguan, in the Philippines. My mom was working abroad since I was like very young. And my dad, he works like almost like every night. Like when I was young, back in the Philippines, that's what I remember. We didn't like grow up like rich or anything. My parents worked normal jobs, so if they didn't have a job, we would be struggling. I remember I was always been competitive. I don't like losing, and I think that's what like makes me the person I am. I started TikTok during COVID times. I was working as a nurse back then, full time. TikTok was new back then when I was doing the fake running. It got me into like 1 million followers on TikTok. And then I just kept dancing, uploading dance videos, and then I transitioned into copying Soul Bay. So I was doing the Soul Bay parody, but I made my own. And from them, I was invited to a boxing event. It was Veggie versus Wasabi. I was the prelims there. I didn't want to do it at first because I was working as a nurse full time. But then I quit my job and took the risk. And yeah, I gave my all. Like growing up, I got into a lot of fights because I was a little bit overweight. I got like pissed a lot and I would get angry and then I would want to fight back. Like I have that obsession like personality, like once I like something, like, you know, I want to be the best. Yeah, I do have like cockiness in me, like in the ring, like that's when I show it, like in front of my opponent. After my first fight with Misfits, I felt like it was a beginning of something.
Stop throwing punches, step back.
Papi.
Okay. Yeah, he walked straight right into that. Big fight, man.
Another fight. Oh, and he's dangerous for Ori. Staring to left. Rather swinging. 30 years young for Super South Papi.
He needs to be landing in combination.
The uppercut. What a shot. What a win.
It was power. It was consistency.
Yeah, I got obsessed with boxing and training and that, and here we are.
I met him through the guy that was running Showstar at the time. So I was initially training another fighter, Deji, and I got approached to train Salt. Yeah, he was very gifted already, to be honest. Very naturally talented. As you've seen in his boxing ability, he's a very good ball-balanced fighter, good counter-puncher, very fast, powerful. So he was gifted with a lot of things when he first stepped in. No, he was very overweight at the time and he wanted to lose weight through boxing. When he first came in, I was kind of disinterested in the whole influencer scene. It left a bit of a bad taste in my mouth. And then I got him to do certain exercises that, to be honest, even if he did kind of look for a way out, it would be understandable with his fitness level at that time, but he really pushed himself all the way through and never quit. So I'd say the biggest standout about him is his work ethic.
Yeah, training with Salt has always been really good. I've really enjoyed it, except for when I have to spar him and I catch a left straight down the pipe. But it's definitely, it teaches you a lot as well. Like seeing the way that he's worked when I first came over, kind of built the structure that I have now. So he's a good role model.
Training with Salt's good. He's probably the most dedicated in the gym, most hardworking. So it's good to have that around you in the gym, as it just brings out the best in you. The biggest lesson I've learned from training with Salt Papi for the last 6 to 8 months is how dedicated he is to the sport. And it just drives me to be more dedicated and turn up, as usually in the past I was like, but yeah,
Yeah, seeing Salt improve and just do everything that he's supposed to do from the training is kind of makes you want to train just as hard. Because if you see somebody obviously train really hard and then lose and lose and lose, then it's probably going to be demotivating. But seeing Salt train and then get the performances that he's supposed to get, it puts the trust into the team and the training.
We work hard, I don't tolerate bullshit. If you have respect in the gym, you can get the best out of your fighters, and we have mutual respect between the camp. And other than that, I just see boxing in a different way to other coaches. I'm not here to touch fame out of any of these fighters. I'm here to just make them better men or better women. You know, he doesn't party, he doesn't live a lavish lifestyle, he doesn't spend money on stupid things. He's very simple, and I think that's a good way to live.
My favorite memory, I really like King Kenny, but probably when Salt knocked out King Kenny, because that was such like a tense build-up. And then just for him to get the win and kind of just shut everyone up was definitely a good moment. I mean, fighting someone like Tony is going to take a big toll on the mind because obviously he's a legend. You have to have respect. But I think he won't say it, but I think he's ready for a KO.